So quick story, I thought of playing with my 3DS again after years. Then I saw this Pokemon Yellow cartridge that I've kept in the pouch as a lucky charm. Then I thought, wonder if it still works. A few weeks later, I ended up with this mod GBA SP Pikachu shell, and here we are, revisiting Kanto Pokemon Yellow version. Watch and travel back in time with me as I relive my childhood Pokemon adventures. Oh my god, I'm actually doing this. This is so surreal. I've lost my saved game since the internal battery died and had to get it replaced before I start a new game. Hello there, welcome to the world of Pokemon. People call me the Pokemon Prof. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. For some, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. Of course, I will choose my own name, as I've always had. Weird smart professor, not knowing his grandson's name, but knows everything Pokemon. But oh well, we are staying canon and naming him Gary. Alright, quick disclaimer. I have this crazy obsession with interacting with all objects and NPCs in the game that has dialogue on them. I just felt the need for my character to know and learn about everything by interacting with them and actually seeing and unlocking the dialogue. But don't worry, I am going to speed up some parts of these obsession. So we talk to Mom, then proceed to look for Professor Oak, pretending we don't really know where he is. We visit Gary's house, then Professor Oak's lab. And he's still not there. I wonder where could he be? I remember back then, I was so amazed seeing Pikachu's new sprite here and hearing the actual Pika voice like in the TV show. My first actual Pokemon game is the red version, but that died on me after a few playthroughs, but that's a story for another time. We are back at Professor Oak's lab. In red and blue or green versions, we have a choice of either Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. Not for this one though. And of course, we get bullied by our rival. Anyway, we get Pikachu, duh. I've been playing Genshin Impact for a few years now, so it is just appropriate, I guess, to name Pikachu as my MC. And no, this is not to be confused with the Pokemon item Ether, and he is not related to the Ether Foundation. So our rival gets an Eevee. Eevee can evolve into a few different evolutions. What it will actually evolve into will depend on how we do with this battle and the next one against our rival. And oh my, we actually got a crit. And now we get a paralyze. This has to be the luckiest first battle ever. And just like the TV show, our Pikachu does not like to stay inside Pokeballs and will be with us in the overworld for the rest of our journey. We can check on how he feels about us too. Side note, I've been checking on these aids. I thought they will give me Pokeballs. That was probably gold, silver version or something. It has been a while since I We make our way to the next town and cross this rat and pigeon infested grass patches, doing some checks and making sure we don't miss any NPCs. I'm also going to check the bounds of my explorable area before everything unlocks, just because I am crazy like that. I mean, isn't that how we play RPGs? I cannot count how many hours I have spent in Skyrim wandering about and going to all edges of the map, hoping to discover some amazing secret or whatnot. Like the secret potion right here, I clearly remember that this one exists. We passed by this pond, and I remember there's a guy there that will give us a TM for Dream Eater, not after our third gym or something. Poor guy, standing under the sun all this time. We explore other grass patches around the area. I remember this one right here having Mankeys, Nidorans, and Spearows. During the olden days, I will catch a Mankey from here and then train it to use for the first gym. I know more about Pokemon now, and I didn't have internet access back then, so we won't do that. Actually, I'll try to play this differently as I did before, because it's Now that we have a Pokedex, we are ready to catch our first Pokemon. But let's get Grumpy Grandpa to redeem himself first. Back to catching Pokemon. Our first one is going to be Pidgey, and level 4 too. And it died, oh crap. Here's another Pidgey, level 4 too. Oh, but this one survives? Probably better IVs or something. We've caught our first Pokemon. And look, Pikachu is happy about that. I won't be using Pidgey, so I didn't give it an... And here's our Rattata. Oh, we dealt neutral damage, so it wasn't as damaging as how it was to Pidgey. So we are... I am crazy about saving my game too, so bear with me. We're going back to that grass patch where the Mankeys and Nidorans are. We'll try to catch all there is here before moving on. I'm not going to use Mankey like how I did before, so no nickname. Like I said earlier, I didn't really have access to the internet back then, so I didn't know that Nidoran, specifically Nidoking, is such a reliable Pokemon. I didn't use one before, and while I know now what Nidoking can possibly do, I still won't use it. I'll probably... we get a Spearow. I know that Spearow gets better flying type moves than Pidgey, but I can easily catch a Fearow later, so maybe I'll pass. Now let's heal back. We are missing the male Nidoran. We will be good to progress with our adventure after. Alright, we are done with the Pokemon catching, and we are ready to face our rival for the second time. If we lose to him, Eevee is going to turn into a Flareon later on, but we know we won't lose. I am not Spearow is one level higher than us, but that shouldn't be a concern since our electric attacks are super effective. Alright, we level up, and we are now one level higher than Eevee. We deal neutral damage, so this may take a few rounds. Sand attack is, of course, always annoying. I'm going to switch with Pidgey and bring back Pikachu just. Our luck in this game is insane. Apparently, critical hits in this generation is based off the Pokemon's base speed, which I didn't know before. We win versus. yada yada. Just go already. We heal back up and proceed north. We will make our way to the next town, but not before passing by Viridian. Oh, I love this background music. Brings back so many memories. We are going to catch ourselves the Caterpie. I would love to get a Butterfree because it learns Confusion and Sleep Powder, which is going to help me tremendously in the next town and gym. I will train Caterpie until it evolves into one. This is a bit grindy, but we will battle all trainers in this forest, and we will try to get to level 10 before we go and finish this forest. There are a handful of items to pick up from this forest as well. Did I mention that this is a forest? Couldn't remember, just making sure. Oh, by the way, there aren't any Weedles and Pikachus in this version. I understand that they want to make Pikachu a starter exclusive, but Weedle? Really? All right, we have fought everyone in this forest. We have our Butterfree and Pikachu ready now for the next town. Onward we go! We have entered our next town, Pewter City. Our first stop is the Pokemon Center, and what a great way to end today's episode with Jigglypuff's song. Goodbye for now.